1 John.
Yay! Does that mean we're halfway to 2 John?
Yes, it does.
Yay! We're on 1.5 John. 1 John and half another John.
No, that's not what I said.
Let me know when we're on 1.75 John.
There's no such thing as 1.75 John.
I think you should probably just start.
Yeah, I think you're right. So, what are we learning in 1 John? 3 things, right?
True teaching, true living, true loving.
What she said.
Right. And so far, what have we learned about true teaching?
True teaching is the good news about Jesus. That we can't be good enough to get to God, so God came to us.
So we can have a forever kind of life that is filled with joy and potato chips.
Fellowship.
Fellowship.
That's right. And what have we learned about true living?
True living is living by God's commands, doing what He's asked us to do.
And not doing what He's asked us not to do.
That too.
And what has God asked us to do?
Stop shaving, no pork.
No, those are the old rules for the people of Israel.
Love God and love others.
Exactly. Those are the rules God has given us. Love God and love others. And what is true loving?
True loving isn't about hugs and kisses.
Nope. It's about choosing to make others more important. Helping when you see someone needs help.
You guys are really learning.
I had to go back and watch a few of them again to get it all. I don't always learn everything the first time through.
Most of us don't. That's why we record these.
Right. That's why we record these.
Wait, we record these?
Yep, we record these.
How do I look?
Like an elephant.
Phew. Oh, good.
We really need to keep moving. Emily, can you read 1 John chapter 3, verses 19 to 24?
I'm on it. This is the way we know that we belong to the way of truth. When our hearts make us feel guilty, we can still have peace before God. God is greater than our hearts, and He knows everything. My dear friends, if we do not feel that we are doing wrong, we can be without fear when we come to God. And God gives us the things we ask for. We receive these things because we obey God's commands, and what we do pleases Him. This is what God commands, that we believe in His Son, Jesus Christ, and that we love each other, just as He commanded. The person who obeys God's commands lives in God, and God lives in him. How do we know that God lives in us? We know because of the Spirit whom God gave us.
Oh my goodness, that was a mouthful.
Yes, it was. This is the way we know we belong to the way of truth. What is the way of truth?
The way of Jesus?
That's right. Jesus says He is the way, the truth, and the life. The way of truth is the way of Jesus, living like Jesus asks us to live. And one way to know we are living this way is if, when our hearts make us feel guilty, we can still have peace before God.
That confuses me.
Yeah, I can see why. Have you ever done something you knew was wrong, and afterward you can kind of feel it in your gut that it was really bad?
Oh yeah, more than once.
Yeah, me too.
We all have. When that happens, are you afraid that God doesn't love you anymore? That you're in trouble with God? John is saying, if that's what you believe, that's not true teaching. That's not the way of truth.
Right. We have peace with God no matter what.
You got it, Emily. If I'm following Jesus, I've been forgiven for my sins. And even if I sin again, I still have peace with God. John says that's the way of truth.
That's pretty great.
Sure is.
Okay, the rest of this. This is what God commands, that we believe in His Son, Jesus Christ, and that we love each other just as He commanded. So, there we go. Believe in the good news of Jesus and love our neighbors. That's true living again.
It's circular.
Shall.
Well, that's about it.
Wait a minute. You skipped something.
What'd I skip?
Verse 21. We can be without fear when we come to God, and God gives us the things we ask for.
This is where we get stuff. I'd like a pony, a spaceship, and a Ford Mustang with special pedals for a turtle. Well, where's my stuff?
Yeah, where's his stuff? John says God gives us the things we ask for.
Yes, that part. You want to get into that right now?
Seems like a good time.
Okay, there are a lot of verses in the Bible that talk about prayer and God answering our prayers. What's dangerous is to read just one of them and then decide you know everything you need to know about prayer.
Okay, Smarty, what else do we need to know about prayer?
Well, there's a lot, but I'll give you one more thing. There are other verses that talk about God answering our prayers that say, if you ask in Jesus' name.
I've heard people say that. You gotta say in Jesus' name.
I'd like a pony, a spaceship, and a Ford Mustang with turtle pedals. In Jesus' name. Where's my stuff?
Aha! You also need to know what it means to ask in someone's name. In the ancient world, if you asked for something in the name of the king, it meant you were asking with the authority of the king. It also meant that you had the right to ask because what you were asking for was what the king wanted to happen.
Oh, so in Jesus' name isn't just magic words that make things happen.
It's really saying I'm asking with the authority of Jesus because I'm asking for something Jesus wants.
And how do I know what Jesus wants?
Oh, this is really important. The longer I walk with Jesus, the more what I want and what Jesus wants become the same things.
Whoa. Do you think Jesus wants me to have a Ford Mustang?
With turtle pedals?
I think Jesus wants you to have something even better.
What's that?
Him. You can have a nice car and still be miserable. You can have a spaceship and have no joy. But to have a relationship with the creator of the universe, to be a child of the king, that's what we were made for.
I feel like we learned something extra important today.
Yep. See you next time.